There is an importance in stitch out order with an embroidery machine. So for example, if I bring in a letter, let's say I want to do a monogram, so I might choose one of the letters that are of the bigger size. And actually, I'm just going to start there. It pulls up my fonts and I can choose my letter and I'll touch OK. And then I decide, you know what? Maybe instead of just a letter, what about maybe a design to go along with it? And in our G menu, we have some fun designs. And I don't know, I was looking at this one thinking, well, gosh, why don't we just go crazy and bring a design in and then have a letter there. So the order this is going to stitch out in, and I can fine tune that to my liking here, is that the S is going to stitch first and the design is going to stitch second because that was the order I selected them in. But on the Designer Epic embroidery machine, we can go to the toolbox and without software, because it's all built in here, yay, is we can change the order. So right now, if I wanted to select that S, by the way, I can't because there's a bigger design overlapping it and covering it. So I can select it on the toolbar here. Now the S is actually selected. So if I needed to still move that to my liking or up or down, I would have had to touch it to get it to select first, and then I can move it. But what if we wanted to just change the order of these two? So instead of taking one off and then bringing it in, we can just select the one and I'm going to just move it down. So now the order is that it's going to do the design first and the letter second. So that's going to allow those kind of lines that are in the middle of the circle to be underneath the monogram. Now, right now it's kind of hard to see everything. So remember, you do have your color edit option. And if you're very visual, select the color. It comes in kind of that pinkish look. And then maybe you just pick a blue just so you can see it. And I'm going to just pick over here. Perfect. And now I can really see what the design is going to look like. And that letter's a little bolder for my stitching. Maybe I'm actually trying to match my thread. So maybe I'm like, okay, should I use pink or should I use gray for the stitching of that letter? Again, you can go in, choose that color and see how it's going to look on screen before you embroider it. That's like virtual embroidering.